When it comes to thermal performance, everybody thinks about, kind of add more insulation, add more insulation, add more insulation. And for me, insulation is the last thing I really consider. For me, bang for buck, the most important thing is getting your solar path correct. Then be sure that you're utilizing the right amount of sun for heat. So you don't want too much to overheat, or too little and you need extra heat. So that's the first thing. Second thing, big thing for me is air tightness. So I've looked at multiple different passive house we've done, and I've just tweaked the air tightness and air tightness alone. So passive house, the air tightness is 0.6, and I tuned that up to, I think it was 8, which is kind of the new Northern Ireland building control regs. And the heat demand for each of those houses are up about 4.5 times just by the air tightness alone. So the next thing I value for money is addressing your thermal bridging. So years ago, I did an analysis on, I took 3 or 4 houses and built them in the passive house software. And they were cavity walls, and all they did was change the thickness insulation in the walls, but kept the details, the thermal bridging details. So in quite a poor house at that time, it was back in the last building control regs, you lost about 20-30% of your heat through thermal bridging. But once you increase your insulation in your walls, you're still losing the exact same amount of heat through these parts, but you're losing less here, so therefore the percentage goes up. And a house close to passive standards, if you don't address the thermal bridging, it could be 67% of the heat lost through the thermal fabric going through those junctions, and it costs very little to address both those. And that's where I think the best value for money is in those areas.